This is a Guide Your Light network production, creating podcasts with purpose.
Welcome to the Things You Can't Unhear podcast. I'm your host, Maritza Barone. Get ready to hear moments that will help you to see the world differently and inspire you to become the happiest, healthiest, and kindest version of you. Welcome back to Things You Can't Unhear. How are you today? I have been pondering on something. Now, since I started the Things You Can't Unhear podcast, I've talked a lot about changing the way you see the world. What does that even mean? And why does it even matter? I think the way we see the world directly shapes the way we live. And everyone sees the world a little differently. And those differences affect what we go after, what we fear, and most of all, how we feel every single day of our lives. And that lens influences everything from how we treat ourselves to how we treat others. I want to give you a bit of an example of two different people. Let's paint a little picture for the sake of this story. We'll call these two people Bob and Philip. So Bob and Philip are from similar backgrounds. They're from the same generation, the same country, they're a similar age, but the lives they live couldn't be more different. Why? Because they look at the world through completely different lenses. Let's start with Bob. Bob is a tradesman. He owns a plumbing business. He's had it for over 30 years, and on paper he does all right financially. But his worldview is quite heavy. He believes people are out to get him. He believes his competitors are stealing his clients. He believes that immigrants are ruining the country. He believes that success is for other people and that you have to fight for every scrap of happiness. And every conversation that he has comes back to how hard life is and how no one can be trusted and how he just can't get ahead no matter how hard he tries. That's Bob. Now let me tell you about Philip. Philip is also working in the trades. He's owned a small construction company for many years and he loves collaborating with his competitors. He's made friends with people from all walks of life and he's curious about them. He listens, he asks questions, and he smiles. He starts every morning with gratitude, even if it's for something small like the weather, and yes, even if it rains. And he doesn't believe people are out to get him. He believes people are doing the very best they can, and he sees the very best in people until they give him a reason not to. And that mindset has made him someone that people want to be around. His worldview isn't always rosy. He's also faced adversity and hard times, but his lens of the world is perhaps a little wider than Bob's, a bit softer, a bit more hopeful. So the question that I ask after painting that picture for you is that how did two men from such similar places end up seeing the world in such opposite ways? And this is where I think it gets really interesting. We all come into the world with open eyes and open minds, but life happens to us. And our lens and our views of the world start to form. And a lot of the time, it's subconscious. We don't plan the way that we view the world. It's inherited by the way things happen to us and experiences that we have. It's picked up piece by piece. Our upbringing shapes us massively. What our parents say, how they saw the world, how they were punished, praised, rewarded, or ignored, that all builds a framework in our minds about what's safe, what's possible, and what we're worthy of, hence building that extra piece of how we see the world. If you were raised in a home where scarcity was normal, you might struggle to believe abundance is even possible, even when it's right there in front of you. But if you were raised in a home where everything was possible, where you were told you were limitless, abundance seems much more achievable. The people around you also influence the way you see the world. If your circle is full of cynics and negativity, chances are you'll be more suspicious and more guarded. And if your circle is full of creators and dreamers, you'll probably feel more inspired and open and ready to try new things and go for those big dreams in your heart and in your soul and in your mind. We become the people that we spend time with. And there it is. We add more to how we see the world and what's shaping your lens. So let me ask you something. When you see a man driving a Ferrari, a bright red, brand new, very expensive Ferrari, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you? Do you think he must be super successful? I wonder what he does. Or do you think, show off, midlife crisis, what's this guy doing? That thought, that immediate reaction, that's your view of the world talking. That's your lens. Becoming aware of it is the first step in changing it, and perhaps changing it to a more positive outlook. And I think you get to choose your lens. It's not easy. It takes awareness, effort, unlearning, and practice. But you can rewrite the way you see the world if the way you see the world isn't serving you right now. And perhaps you want to have a more positive outlook. And I believe when you do start to see the world a little more positively and you shift perspectives on certain things, the world starts to respond differently to you. You smile more and people smile back. You expect goodness, and guess what? You start to see more of it come back to you. You believe in miracles and they start showing up, little ones, every day. And your small shift in perception of the world helps you to become a living, breathing, walking invitation for joy, possibility, and connection. So notice your thoughts. Are they building or breaking you? Notice your expectations. Are they helping you or hurting you? Notice your judgment on other people. And see if that's something that may in fact be within you that you haven't addressed. And most of all, notice your lens, your view of the world, and ask yourself, is it really yours, or was it something that you picked up along the way and you're ready to let go? Because how you see the world really does matter. It shapes everything, and you have the power to change it starting today. I hope this episode helped you in some way. Please do share it with someone who you feel would benefit from listening. And please hit the subscribe button for more things you can't unhear moments coming straight to you when you need it most.
Thanks for listening to the show. What did you think? And what did you feel? Let us know by leaving me a message on the Things You Can't Unhear Instagram community page. And if you can, give us some ratings love on your favourite listening platform.